Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you are fine. So, today from Standard 8 English Medium, chapter number 6. What is the chapter name? Verbs. What is the chapter name? Verbs. I have explained this exercise yesterday. Now comes to non-finite verb today. So, what is non-finite verb? Non-finite verb do not get affected by person, number and tense like the finite verb. Finite verb means main verb. Such verbs can also be used without a subject. They cannot form independent clause and cannot be used without the help of another finite verb in a sentence. Due to this property, such verbs are also called incomplete verbs. What? Incomplete verbs. Let's see the finite verbs and non-finite verbs example. We can understand through this example. What is finite and what is finite verbs and non-finite verb. Now see, complete verb that can be used on their own in a sentence and incomplete verb that cannot be used on their own in a sentence. Okay, see here given the tense. We can use with tense and here do not carry tense. We can say I go to ABC school. I go to knowledge school. It's a simple present tense. What simple present tense of verb we use? Go. So it's a finite verb here use go. Main verb is used. But here I want to go to ABC school. So the form of the verb does not provide any information about what about the tense of the sentence. We are using what? Infinitive. So it's not giving, we can say that it's a simple tense of verb. Verb is used as a simple present tense, but we cannot say it's a simple present tense. It's a non-finite verb here used. See, three forms: present, past and past participle. Here given the example, main verb go means a present form. Went is used as past form. But the third form, past participle, here the verb gone. Go, gone is a third form. And have only one form. What? One form of non-finite verb. To go, but never to went or to gone. We use only to with main verb. Main verb. We can say to go. We can say to come. We can say to do. We can say to want. But we cannot use with to with the past form of the past participle in non-finite verb. Okay, we can use that. Must have a subject either implicit or implicate. Okay, implicit or explicit. See the example. Disha goes to St. Mary's School. Use what? Subject. What? Subject. Instead of using this, we use you. You go to school. That is the subject. Must have the subject in a tense. It's a finite verb. We use the finite verb. But here in non-finite verb, we cannot be used can be used without a subject. We can use to go to school regularly is important. We can use with this infinitive. No need the subject. What? No need the subject in non-finite verb. The non-finite verb is the above sentence does not require a subject to complete its meaning. Okay? So non-finite verb is no require the subject to complete the sentence. Okay, here given the example, he wants to go with you. He is used as the third person singular. It's a finite verb is used, and to go is a non-finite verb is used. Okay, so here use infinitive. Now comes to the number 1. Non-finite verbs are of the following kinds. Non-finite verbs, not finite verbs, non-finite verbs used as infinitive or bare infinitives. Infinitive means with verb with use to. Verb with use to, like this. See the example. I prefer to stay at home. I prefer to stay at home. We decided to give the dog. And I stopped to talk to my grocer. You use the main verb. After that, use the infinitive. Main verb. If use to, go, to do. Use the verb give, give to. If you use the word this, want, then you use to go. If you use go, want to go, want to do, want to make, that time you use the verb, then use this infinitive to infinitive in a sentence. Then bare infinitive are used without to before them. We do not require to. How? See. Don't make me talk about my result in front of everyone. Here using don't the word. Okay. Then the word use make. Make is main verb. What? Make. Then use me talk. Use me talk. Talk is bare infinitive. We cannot require to talk. We cannot say that to talk. To talk. We only using this verb, bare infinitive. So you remove the to. Don't make me talk about me, about my result. Okay. Then bare infinitive we use they shall come with you. Come with you. Then they might go for a movie tomorrow using this word. Shall, then what? Bare infinitive. Might, then bare infinitive you use with may, go, so that bare infinitive is used. Now see, split infinitive. Allow words to be inserted between to and the base form of the verb. See, march onwards to bravely face the world. She wanted so secretly convey the message. So what we use split infinitives? To infinitive and bare infinitive are the most frequently used form of infinitive. But split infinitives are rarely used. These split infinitives, they convey some special meaning or indicates emphasize. She wanted to here. Secretly convey the message and bravely face the world. Okay, split infinitive, split, we can split it. Now comes to participles. Okay, participles, present participle and past participle and gerund, 3 form, mainly 2, present and past. See, participles are word created from the verb ending in ing is called the present participle, and a word created from a verb ending with ed and en is called past participle. How? If the word is given like a give, so the verb form is giving, so we can say that it's a present participle. We can say present participle. And past participle is given. Past participle is given. That is the form with verb. Okay. Now third form is gerund. Gerund are verb in ending what? ing, same as the present participle. Which? Present participle. That plays the role of a noun in a sentence. What plays the role of a noun in a sentence? If the word you use swim, then adding am and using this swim. Swimming is a good physical exercise. Use as what? As noun form. Okay. Give, giving you a better chance to do some good work. So using this word giving as a noun form. Now talk about what? Talk about the infinitive. Talk about infinitive and participle. What is the difference between this infinitive and participle? We can understand through the passage. What is the infinitive? Infinitive is used with this word to go, and participle with present participle and past participle is using here given this. This is a passage about a funny incident. Underline the infinitives and participle in this passage. So we can underline the word. Okay, how? Let's see. Here given hurriedly putting the word. If you find the word with the ing, it is called participle. What? It is called participle. Underline the infinitive and participle in the passage. We can underline it. Okay, so putting is what? Putting is the word is participle. Okay, on the jacket lying on the sofa. Anjali set off to go. What? The word to go. Verb with the word. When you find the verb before that, you see the word to. If you see to before the verb, we can say that it's a infinitive. Okay, to go is infinitive. She was so delayed that she didn't have time to look. So look is the verb, and before that we use to here. So to look is what? Infinitive. At her coat. See, notice people, the word is looking. Look is the verb, and here looking is the what? Participle. ing. Present participle. People looking at her OD. She fixed her hair and checked her shoes. Everything seemed to be in place. Okay, here use to, but be is used. Okay, what? To and be. Be is verb. So before that the word is to use. So it's a infinitive. When she finally entered her class, everyone burst into laughter. She still didn't understand what was so funny about her. As she sat in her usual place, she wanted to ask. Here given the word to ask is what? Infinitive. Her friend about why everyone was laughing. Here laughing is the use the word. See, was and laughing is used. Was and laughing. So it's not infinitive, so not participle. It's a verb is used. Was laughing to be formed. Helping verb with was. So we cannot say that it's a participle. Okay. So we cannot underline the word laughing. At her arrival. But the teacher entered the class at that very moment. The class began as usual with Mr. Bowsy calling. See, here calling is the word. Used as participle. Then calling out roll number. Okay. Then as Mrs. Basu looked at her, she too started laughing, making Anjali feel awkward. So this word is used as what? Participle. She pointed to her coat and said, I see that you like your dad's coat very much. Anjali realized that in a hurry she actually wore her father's coat to school. So these words we can say that with to, then verb, it's infinitive, then the word ing is used as what? Is participle. Okay, I hope you understand about this participle and infinitive. Thank you.